there's always a lot of speculation who the highest paid boxers are in the world, active fighters in 2024. Also, who are the highest paid UFC fighters and athletes in general. First, I'm going to do boxing. Here's an active list of boxers in 2024 who are the highest paid fighters. This list is compiled with data from Sportico, BetMGM, Sporting News, and Sakari Exam. Number one on the list is Anthony Joshua, heavyweight, career record 27-3, total payout $250 million. Number two on the list is Canelo Alvarez, super middleweight. His record 61-2-2. He's made $200 million. I'm a little surprised at that. I thought Canelo would make more money than Anthony Joshua. Next on the list is Tyson Fury, heavyweight boxer. His record is 34-1-1. He's made $150 million. Number four on the list is Alexander Usyk, heavyweight boxer, a career record of 22-0. He's made $83.8 million. Now, he just became a heavyweight recently, so I'd like to know how much of a pay increase did he get going from light heavyweight to heavyweight. I'm going to have to check that out. You know, there's a reason why he moved up. I'm sure it's weight cut reasons, but I'm sure it's financially also. Now, this name, I shouldn't say that I'm surprised, but if I'm a boxer, and that's what I do, I'm not saying Jake Paul's not a boxer. I would kind of be pissed at this number. So you have Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez, Tyson Fury, Usyk, and then next in line is Jake Paul, cruiserweight, career record 9-1. He's made $80 million fighting so far. 10 fights. Could you imagine? Oh, man. Up next is Ryan Garcia, junior welterweight. He's 25-1. He's made $40.5 million. You know, Jake Paul doesn't act too crazy, but maybe that's why Ryan Garcia went the social media route, you know, being a troll to just up his money. Maybe that pretty boy thing, you know, when he first came out wasn't working, wasn't getting him the paydays that he wanted, and it's just all an act. I'm really starting to believe that looking at this list. Number 7 on the list is Gervonta Tank Davis, lightweight. He's 29-0. He's made $36 million so far. Vasyl Lomachenko is tied for 8th, lightweight. His record 17-3. He's made $15 million. Now, if I'm Terrence Crawford, I'm kind of pissed. He's tied for 8th also. He's a welterweight. He's 40-0, and he's only made $15 million. You know, I remember Floyd Mayweather saying a while ago that Terrence Crawford doesn't really have the right people promoting him. And I believe that somewhat. I know Terrence is down to earth, but unless you're a real boxing fan, does anybody really know who Terrence Crawford is? For the most part, no. I think everybody can handle their business the way they want. But I remember for a long time, Floyd Mayweather wanted to sign Terrence Crawford, saying he can make him a hell of a lot more money, and I think that's pretty accurate. 10th on the list is Errol Spence Jr., welterweight. His record's 28-1. He's made $13.5 million. Tied for 11th on the list is Juan Francisco Estrada, bantamweight. His record's 44-3, $12 million he's made. It's pretty good money for a bantamweight. Also, Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, a junior bantamweight. He's tied for 11th on the list. He's 51-4. He's made $12 million. Devin Haney, the dream that turned into a nightmare when he got his face broken. I don't think he'll ever be the same. He's a lightweight. His record's 31-1. He's made $10.3 million. Number 15 on the list is Dimitri Bivol. He's a light heavyweight. He's 49-1. He's made $10 million. Number 16 on the list is Artur Beterbiev, light heavyweight, he's 19-0. He's made $8 million also. Number 17 on the list is Shakur Stevenson. He's a lightweight, record of 21-0. He's made $6 million. Tied for 18th on the list is Teofimo Lopez Jr., junior welterweight. His record is 21. He's made $5 million. Now, this is the name that gets me. If I'm David Benavidez, I'm pissed. He's tied for 18th on this list. Super middleweight. He's 28-0, and he's only made $5 million. That's not his fault. That's not his team's fault. Nobody wants to fight this guy, and that's why I'd be pissed. You know, he should have... Canelo ducked David Benavidez. He could say whatever he wants. He doesn't want to fight David. I mean, you fought on Bivol. You couldn't have gave Benavidez a shot. Everybody would watch the fight. It'd be a huge payday for everybody. But you're a coward. Canelo, you're a fighter. Fight. Fight Benavidez. For Benavidez to only made $5 million on his whole career, that's a robbery right there. You know, he should be have made much more money by now. And number 20th on the list is Nayu Anuyu. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Junior featherweight. He's 27-0, and he's made $3 million in his career. Let's go to UFC fighters. Who are the highest paid fighters in the UFC? 20 highest paid UFC fighters. Conor McGregor, obviously, $39.3 million. Khabib, $22 million. Overeem, $15.4 million. Anderson Silva, $13.5. Orlowski, $11.2 million. Michael Bisping, $11.1 million. Junior Dos Santos made $11 million. George St. Pierre, he's only made $10 million in his UFC career. Now, this one really tells you what's wrong with UFC. John Jones, their undefeated champion. I mean, I know he takes time off from time to time. He's only made $10 million? Nobody's... Even George St. Pierre to be right next to John Jones on the top 20 list in UFC for money. John Jones has only made $10 million from Dana White. St. Pierre, $10 million? No wonder why these guys don't want to fight anymore. Daniel Cormier, $10 million. Mark Hunt, $9 million. Stipe, $9 million. Not going to do all the names, do the bigger names. I'm surprised that Frankie Edgar has made $5 million. You know, Frankie's had a great career. I'm not taking anything away from him. But he's a lightweight, a featherweight, a bantamweight. He's made almost as much money as John Jones. Like, let that sink in. No wonder why John Jones is always doing crazy stuff. I mean, that explains everything. All right, let's go to the last one. Who are the highest paid athletes on the planet? Never even heard of it. I don't even know what this is. Kylian Mbappe, La Liga forward, $264 million per year. Like, what the hell sport is this? Compensation per hour, $30,000. Compensation per week, $5 million. Got to be soccer. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's made $200 million a year. Wait, hold on a minute. $200 million a year. For the week, he makes $3 million a week. For the hour, he makes $22,000. Everybody's playing the wrong sport. Man, soccer. Jesus. Kareem Benzema, a forward, he's made 100. Wait, I'm saying that wrong. Compensation per year, $100 million. Compensation per week, $1.9 million. For the hour, $11,000, $415 for an hour of work. Wow. Neymar Jr., forward. Per year, he makes $80 million. Per week, he makes $1 million. per hour. He makes $9,000 an hour. So soccer is the top 4 slots. Ridiculous. I mean, how much is it to go to a soccer game? 50 grand? Next up, number 5 on the list, Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is a pitcher. He makes $70 million a year, $1 million a week, $7,990 an hour. Number 6 on the list is Lionel Messi. Makes $65 million a year, $2.5 million a week. Yep, I gotta check that twice. $7,000 an hour he makes. Finally, an NBA player, Jason Tatum. He makes $62 million a year, $1.2 million a week, $7,168 an hour. Again, here's another soccer player. Who cares about him? I'm not gonna do all these NBA players. Let's finally get to an NFL player. So the highest paid NFL player is Joe Burrow. He makes $55 million a year, $1 million a week, $6,278 an hour. Trevor Lawrence is next. Quarterback, of course. Both of them are quarterbacks. He's got the same exact deal as Joe Burrow. Wow. Whew. Talk about 2 guys that haven't really won anything. Highest paid players in the league. I'm not doing all these NFL guys. The highest paid NFL guys are all quarterbacks. Jared Goff, $53 million a year. Justin Herbert, $52 million a year. Lamar Jackson, $52 million a year. Jalen Hurts, $51 million a year. LeBron James, $50 million a year. Wow. So, quarterbacks run the NFL for the most money made, but soccer pays the most money out of every single sport. And UFC, I mean, they put events on every week. The amount of money that goes in the UFC, they pay their fighters like garbage. It's not even close. For John Jones to only made $10 million in the course of his whole career, you wonder why the guy's on drugs and doing the crazy things that he does. Oof. Dana White, man, you should be embarrassed. You spend more than that at the blackjack table.